Okay. So the last part of this lesson is, well, they don't say it in the book, but it's rotational symmetry. So if I have a square, we'll just call it A, B, C, D. There are certain, and if I put O in the middle, so here's the point we're going to rotate around. There are certain rotations of this square where one point will land, one of these vertices will land exactly on top of one of the other ones. So, for example, this is going to be a little bit tricky, but no, it doesn't like me. All right, let's see. Let's try again. All right, so if I were to rotate this square 90 degrees, like that, you can see it lands right back on top of itself. So that is rotational symmetry. But we can also talk about it in how the points are landing on top of each other. If I rotate it 180, or if I rotate it 270, right? There's lots of times when that square lands on top of each other. And let's say for a rotation of 90 degrees, so for rotation of 90 degrees around point O of A, B, C, D, B would land right on top of A. A would also be on top of D, and D would be on top of C, and C would be on top of B. Let's just look at B. And what we would say is B maps to A. And so when we're looking at problems like this, we are going to go outside of the only rotating by 90 degrees, because this hexagon also has that rotational symmetry. So there, well, let's look at this for a second. No, it's okay. We'll just do it with the hexagon. All right. So how far would I have to rotate to get A, if we're rotating about the center, which we'll call O? How far would I have to rotate? Well, rotating A all the way around and back to A is 360. And here, because our hexagon is has 6 sides, they're all the same length, they're all the same angles. That must mean that each rotation from here to here is 60 degrees. 1/6. It's 360 divided by 6. So a rotation of rotation of 60 degrees about point O maps A to B. What if I wanted to map A to C? how much would that be? Well, that would be 60 and 60 again, so that would be 120. What if I wanted to map A all the way around here to F? Well, that would be just 60 and 60 and 60 and 60 and 60 again. So 60 times 5, which is 300 degrees, or it's also 60 less than a full rotation. So we can find all sorts of different ways in these types of shapes to map one point onto another. Looking at how many sections, or if you divide this up into sections, you can look at how many sections there are and how many degrees each one of them would be to help you figure out which point maps to which position. Okay, so we have a couple problems with that type of question. And then we are done with this unit. So good luck with those. And there will be an mastery check and assessment tomorrow. The mastery check will cover this and tomorrow's lesson, and the assessment will cover 9.1 through 9.4, all of the transformations chapter. All right, have a good day.